One day, I'll feel so confident to let you all like see the playlist in full, but it won't be today. You know why? Because you don't need to see it today. Hi. When was the last time I streamed? I haven't. When was the last time? I ain't gonna say when was the last time I streamed because, like, motherfucker been playing a midnight walk on Twitch. When was the last time I streamed here? On YouTube for like all my random people who look like that. Like when was the last time? It couldn't have. Oh, it was a week ago. I think today. No, it couldn't. It couldn't have been a week ago on Thursday. It couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. No. But either way, I'm alive, and isn't that fun? Isn't that good? It's wonderful. Because why wouldn't it be good? Why wouldn't it be fun? Wasn't it last week? I mean, fuck. I guess it was last week. White YouTubers, it is the end times. It could be. It really could be the end times. But you know what's important about it being the end times? It's not about how you start. It's not even about the journey. What it's about are the friends we made along the way. Eventually, y'all gonna get sick of me saying that shit. First of all right, before I listen, let's vibe out with a little bit of fun before like anything to piss us off, even though I kind of showed you something. Before that, let me just gush, or not gush, but spiral. Because I do not like this. I don't like nothing about what I see. Hold on, is there like a just like a regular? It is okay. I don't like anything that I see on this. This is not a playoff winning season here. I don't like this. I do not like it. 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 Why are we the debut game for Cam Ward? Why? And then after that, no, not after that. I'm looking at it like up and down instead of left to right. This is not a winning season. This is not a winning season for the Broncos. I'm devastated. I'm hurt. We could beat the Titans. We could beat the Colts. But then it's like a potential 3 straight weeks of us getting belt-assed. I don't like it. I don't like it because the Chargers gonna mollywop us. The Bengals gonna mollywop us. The Eagles just gonna pin us. We could beat the Jets because the last time we traveled out the country to beat the Jets, it worked out. We could beat the Giants. The Cowboys gonna give us belt ass. Then Houston gonna give us belt ass. Depending on how the Raiders look with Ashton Genty, we could beat them or we could lose to them. I'm not even looking at the Chiefs game. That's an automatic loss. The Commanders gonna give us belt ass. Depending on our reputation with the Raiders, we could win that one. The Packers gonna give us belt ass. We could put belt ass to the Chargers. This is not a winning season. I hate it. But I'm gonna be watching. I don't like none of it, but I'll be watching. Just to see. Maybe things look good, but as it stands, I don't like this schedule. This schedule don't look lucrative. This schedule don't look lucrative to my well-being. When are you gonna stop being cucked by the Broncos? Never. Like, what is wrong with you? I'll never be a Chiefs fan. You out your mind? You need to worry about them fucking Eagles before you worry about speaking to me about anything. I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. But I'm looking at this schedule. I'm looking at when these games are, and I'm thinking, I gotta try to make my way to at least 3 of these games, with one of them being in November on the 30th. I feel as though that might be my wave, that might be my vibe, that might be my kick. Because, It's all. I love how things could potentially line up, and then that Sunday. Ooh, that Sunday night. They putting Bo Nix in prime time. Ew. That's one of the ones where I'm not even going like wear an affiliate. I'm not gonna wear no fucking representative of what team I support. I'm just gonna show up and watch. I'm just not happy. The Raiders got your boy from draft. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You need like coherent speaking before you ever say some shit like that, because none of these niggas is my boy. Football? Yes, I'm a football man. Like, I'm sorry. I don't fucking consume whatever the fuck you people can. You know what? I'm gonna give you what you fucking people. Since none of y'all like when I talk about football and my fucking football team, I'm gonna give you what the fuck you want. You can now sue people for wasting your time in a relationship. So Natanya, start calling them. A 26-year-old woman is suing her ex-husband for wasting her youth. She met him at 20, married him at 21, and believed every promise he made about love, children, and building a future together. Now, at 26, after a 6-year failed marriage, she's suing him for wasting her time. Her lawsuit accuses her ex-husband of causing emotional distress, loss of opportunity, and robbing her of her prime years under false pretenses. She has no children, no home, and no legacy, just broken dreams. And time she can't reclaim. There you go. Yeah, that's what you fucks wanted. Y'all don't. Every time I want to talk about my fucking football team, boo, give us debauchery. Boo, give us crime or whatever the fuck. I can never brag about myself. Hello, Cinch. I see you saying, yo, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. I didn't look over here. I didn't look like deep to my left. I'm sorry about that, Sync. Sync one. You better not be a bot. If your next fucking statement, if you still in here, is, do you want to listen to a song? You might well just ban yourself, partner. I'm just go back to football. No. Because when I sat here and tried to explain to y'all that I'm a real fan that recognizes that his team probably not making a strong case for anything this season. No, nobody cared. But as soon as I started talking about all this shit, all of a sudden it's active. All of a sudden everybody cared. What's this? A woman declared brain dead? 8 weeks into her pregnancy is being kept alive and required to continue the pregnancy until the baby is delivered under the state heartbeat laws. Oh my God, wait a minute. Wait, time to fuck out. Wait. Nah. I'm not for this. What the hell is this? What you mean this lady brain dead and y'all forcing her to keep it going? This gotta be the sickest shit I've ever heard. Yeah, buddy, you're clinically gone, but guess what? You're gonna fucking keep this baby. You gonna keep this shit going, partner. Oh my God, ew, no.
Tonight, a Metro Atlanta mother lies brain dead in a hospital room, being kept alive only because she's pregnant.
So her case is now raising a lot of new questions about Georgia's controversial heartbeat law. Adriana,
man, I can't say what I want to say.
Smith's family
Never mind.
says they've been forced to wait without a voice while doctors try to keep her body functioning long enough to deliver her baby.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live outside of Emory Midtown, where Adriana was just moved hours ago. Cody, what have you learned about what's going on here?
Well, Jennifer and Ron, Adriana has been on a ventilator for...
High state. Skelly, get out of here. This is bad. Skelly, get out of here. There's nothing happy about what's going on right now. This is complete dubitry. Going on here. Skelly, you don't know this about me because you still technically just... Skelly, you just met me not even like a full week ago. So you don't know how things work around here. So allow me in this moment to tell you what happens around here. We tend to find things to complain about. And then, on like the randomest of occasions, I stop streaming on YouTube to focus on playing a game. And I'll end up doing that because I'm going to finish the midnight walk, but I got to get through a bunch of bullshit first. Keep talking like, ew! I didn't mean to sour things up. Next time I come in, I just won't say a word. It's not you. It's these fucks on YouTube. Every time I talk about my football team, all these stupid fucks who just watch drama all fucking day because their lives are in shambles. I don't care that you like sports. Talk about somebody raping somebody. It's like, what? Do you motherfuckers ever seek joy? Do you motherfuckers ever? God, why don't you all just fucking love life? Y'all motherfuckers, good luck week 1. I feel like listen, the sick part is that's the only game I feel confident we might win. Everything else is a toss-up, especially the bye week. Because look, Cam Ward wet behind the ears. I feel like if our defense is stronger than it was last year, we can torch Cam Ward. But then again, who knows? Because maybe his O-line make him feel like he back at the U and he just sit there with his fucking shoulders relaxed. I'm gonna be fucking crying. I'm gonna be fucking crying. Realistically, bro, I'm not one of them fans that's like, oh my God, we have the skill set to win these games. Bro, I looked at this schedule. We probably gonna be a lottery pick in the draft next year. I can't stand this shit. Can you do the sultry voice again? Sure. How do you like this in your ear? Do you like this in your ear? Y'all defense has improved a lot. First of all, let's get one thing straight. Our defense was never the problem. We've always had a strong defense. We have had a consistently strong defense for years. The problem, our offense for like the past 5 years can't get past 14 fucking points without risking it all. It's the thuggish ruggish bone. You can tell what type of vibe I'm on for this stream. I'm completely relaxed for this stream. Like I done took like a week off from streaming in like any full capacity. I've been bullshitting. I've been jiving. I have a question. If you ask me about a fucking do I want to listen to a song, you might as well just ban yourself, Blue Fox. Sorry, I didn't mean to racially prove. But Skelly asked for the more sultry voice, and I feel as though I have been lying to her, because this is my actual speaking voice, but no one believes me. No one believes in my abilities to use my throat in any capacity. It's no wonder I'm alone. Leon's mouse is expressing You can see my mouse? Where? Oh. How the fuck did I not see it? Okay, back to brain dead people.
The past 90 days. Now, as you mentioned, she was moved here just hours ago so doctors can deliver her baby when it is time. Her family visits her every...
But I know that hospital bill gonna be fucking egregious. Fuck no. That hospital bill gonna be egregious. Cause how far along is she?
day, including her young son, who believes his mom is just sleeping. A crushing, emotional toll, as you can imagine. The family says it's been made worse because they have no say on what happens next. 30-year-old Adriana Smith was about...
I mean, technically they do have a say, but it's not to say that I'm going to say out loud because I might end up in jail.
9 weeks pregnant when she started having bad headaches in February.
Enough to know that something was wrong.
April Newkirk says her daughter went to Northside Hospital for help.
They gave her some medication, but they didn't do any tests. Didn't do any CT scans. If they did, they would have caught it.
The next morning, Adriana's boyfriend noticed something was terribly wrong.
She was gasping for air in her sleep, gargling. More than likely it was blood. She was taken to Emory, Decatur, and then she was transferred here.
To Emory University Hospital, where Adriana worked as an RN. Unfortunately, there was nothing doctors could do.
They did a CT scan and she had blood clots all in her head. So they had asked me if they could do a procedure to relieve them, and I said yes. And then they called me back and they said that they couldn't do it.
Doctors declared Adriana brain dead.
I feel as if somebody dropped the ball at the hospitals, and her boyfriend asked, please keep her.
Oh, I don't mean to make this funny, but there's no black person in the world that could say ask. Why did it sound like she just said ass?
If she was kept at the hospital, we wouldn't be here.
Because of Georgia's heartbeat bill, which bans abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected, her family says they weren't given any say in what happens next.
It's torture for me. I come here and I see my daughter breathing by the ventilator, but she's not there. And I'm touching her. And she has a son who I bring to see her.
Now, 21 weeks pregnant, her baby's health uncertain.
She's pregnant with my grandson, but my grandson may be blind, may not be able to walk, wheelchair bound. We don't know if he'll live once she has him.
A situation she says no one should be forced into.
It should have been left up to the family because I'm in my 50s, her dad is in his 50s, so we're going to have the responsibility with her partner to raise her sons, you know? And I'm not saying that we would have chose to terminate her pregnancy. What I'm saying is we should...
Imagine listening to a fucking story about a brain dead woman still carrying a baby, and a motherfucker comes in and says, you covering Diesel's video on Cameron F305. First the fuck all. Who in the fuck is that? You know what? Time you the fuck out. 10 minutes in the hole. Oh, bitch, you lucky. Oh, never mind. You ain't lucky. You know what? I'm feeling lenient today. He used to work for Yandere Dev. Matter of fact, 24 hours. Cause what the fuck is a Yandere Dev? What the fuck is a Yandere? You know what? Kiss my ass. Anybody who tries to explain what that is, 24 hours. 24 fucking hours. I mean, this shit with so much sincerity. Cause what in the fuck? See? Motherfucker just explained it. Motherfucker thought I was playing. Oh. I didn't mean to hide you. Wait, I didn't mean to hide you. My bad. Wait. I didn't mean to hide him completely. My bad. Wait, how I get him back? All right. He's back. But guess what? 24 fucking hours. I wasn't playing. I wasn't fucking playing. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn. I don't know what that is. I don't care. I'm going to tell you with such certainty I don't fucking care. Anybody else? Anybody fucking else? I don't know what the... How the fuck do you not know what Yandere Dev is? Cause bitch, I don't fucking wake up and consume this shit. You motherfuckers don't even brush y'all fucking mouth before y'all get on Twitter and be like, oh my God, another YouTuber fucked the kid. Calm your freak ass down. Calm your freak ass the fuck down. Huh. It's the thuggish ruggish bone. Oh man, I told y'all I'm on that type of vibe today. And I will not allow my vibe to be dismayed by motherfuckers who want to talk about pedophiles. We're going to talk about birth defects in the fucking healthcare system and black people run amok.
It's likely doctors will not induce Adriana.
I don't like the fact that anything's going to happy that her legacy will still continue. I mean, if the baby is fucking malnourished and damn near dead, how is the baby not affected by this? You got a brain dead mother, no mobility, it is gone. Where's the nutrients? Oh no, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that child might be what's the word? Bone dry, fresh out the womb, and I'm gonna be distraught if that's the case. Hopefully, like the only positive spin I got on this is that hopefully the baby is semi-healthy. That's pretty much it. Cause any other way around this is like horrendous. And I don't like any of it. It's fucking terrible. But with terribleness creates the opportunity for us to be annoyed. And you know, I'm just in that vibe. You know what? Let me just fucking, because we're watching more of the quartering today. Let me just automatically 2 times speed this shit for my own sanity. How was she signing the birth certificate? Is nuts to say out loud. Oh my god. Meeting. That was probably your best dark humor joke in a while. You've been slacking for such a long time. Finally, it seems like you might be back on the up and up right now. That's probably the one time. That's the one time you probably said some shit that was actually semi-funny. Fuck you. I'm back. Oh no. You still you could fuck this up in any case and form at some point. We just gotta find out when you gonna fuck it up. Cause when you do, I'll be there. But listen, before I even play this, I need y'all to understand how much me personally, have been cackling at this whole black fatigue thing, because it screams a lot of performative activity from a lot of people. A lot of people who we are all aware barely care about subject matter, and they just want to have their own fun. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. Listen, the thing about this whole black fatigue thing is that it just irks me, because I know no one who, and my air quotes are loud as fuck right now, claim to care. They don't care. They just want to complain about black people, which is fine, sure. But just say you hate black people. Don't give me all this extra shit. Giving me all this extra shit it doesn't even create a semi-decent fun conversation. It just paints you all as a bunch of racists, which you're not going to escape in any capacity, especially when I come to find out that black fatigue don't mean what y'all want it to mean. It means something totally fucking different, which kind of shocked me, but I wasn't surprised given the fact that I live in a world where reading is not really anybody's strongest activity, which leads us to be more disappointed than what we would want it to be. So with that being said, the Carmelo Anthony effect is real. Black fatigue trends on TikTok, and woke left is, in all capital letters, powerless to stop it. Okay.
People are getting pretty upset because there seems to be a growing trend on TikTok that is around the term black fatigue, but it's not exactly, the videos aren't exactly going the way that you might expect them to. It's all very curious. It's very interesting to me. I've often felt like TikTok, exists to divide Americans, and I still believe that.
Is there any other app that could potentially divide Americans? Any other one? Like, for just a primitive example, Facebook, Instagram, that divides Americans. Twitter, like, I don't know where we got in this lifetime to just be like, hey, the only app, or the one app that I'm certain promotes division is the one where you could just post videos of yourself. That don't make no sense to me. Like, sorry, that you're losing me just a little bit. And speaking of Blue Sky, I'll never forgive nor forget the collection of you motherfuckers that sat there and played this stupid game with me, talking about some Blue Sky has pedophiles on it. I'm sorry. While you're correct, that's not the only one. And to use that as your means to prop up another one, because a few of y'all tried that shit, y'all niggas members. Y'all niggas members of the tribe. That tribe that's not welcome in society. You know, I'm a person that does not pay attention to like people, because I'm in Chris's stream yesterday and I'm josing the fuck out of whoever video he was watching. Chris told me they was a rape victim. I'm like, oh. I had to exit stage left so fucking fast, it was egregiously bad.
Whether it's them pushing, LGBTQ stuff to the front page, promoting that in America but not in China, there is something very interesting about these couple of videos.
You know who else pushes LGBTQ shit in America? Libs of TikTok.
About
fuck me.
Black fatigue. Now, of course, certain news outlets are having meltdowns, calling everyone racist who is making these videos. But so a white TikToker hijacks the term black fatigue to explain her racism. The white TikToker is going viral after she hijacked the term black fatigue and used it to explain away her.
I need to find. Wait, can I find that video? No, I can't, because the bitch deleted it. I feel like I know what video he's talking about. There's a white woman on TikTok, that was talking about black fatigue. Boy, they chewed her the fuck up. That hoe ran like a motherfucker. That hoe sat there and she tried her damnedest, and it didn't work. See, this my thing with people. You got free speech. I'm not gonna sit here and say you can't voice whatever frustration you got, but you gotta stand on it, pussy. Was she in a car? Yes. She had to have been like, if not late 40s, early 50s. Boy, that video is gone. I am pissed. That video is gone. Like the full video is fucking gone. I'm mad because I was like, what the fuck? And look, I got all lives fatigue. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have all lives fatigue. Like, let's be real here. Every fucking race got a legion of motherfuckers in it that I just look at and I just go, yep, I'm fatigued by you. You motherfuckers. I don't know why we not having white women fatigue, because the amount of these women that's up in here fucking these kids in schools, I'm devastated. I'm petrified. I'm scared. I'm not a part of the local norm, and it upsets me. I'm petrified.
Or racism. Let's see if we have the video.
That's the video. Man, I need that video. But nobody got the full fucking thing, because she was getting chewed the fuck out and she ran. She deleted that. Did she delete her TikTok account? Hold on. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see. I bet you she got a goofy ass name. April's. See? This shit I be talking about. Motherfuckers be having usernames like April's Unfiltered and then be running for the fucking hills. Oh, you pussy. Oh, you pussy. Oh, this bitch TikTok account gone. That bitch TikTok account gone. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, she deleted that TikTok. pussy. Oh. Oh. Y'all don't stand on nothing. Like, man, see, this is why I got white people fatigue. Y'all be hooping and hollering and talking about they taking away my free speech. Then when you use your free speech to fucking speak your mind, and then you get chewed the fuck up, all of a sudden everybody start running. What the fuck? See, I'm fatigued. I told y'all I'm fatigued. Y'all ain't want to listen to me.
I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the
You not even showing the full video, you silly motherfucker.
ghetto ratchet behavior.
You know, I usually just try to make fun of people on this app, but this is not even funny anymore.
What?
Black person blaming white people for all their problems? You don't see that every day.
I mean, it's pretty spicy. But then things started taking a different turn. A very different turn. How about this video?
You didn't even play the full video. You, much like me, can't even find the full video.
Black fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually?
Y'all remember how y'all kept trying to throw me in this category? You will never. She deleted it, TikTok got rid of it. Bro, she deleted that shit. She deleted her whole fucking account. Like, her shit was up like 2 days ago. Why is it gone now?
Mean. Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote-unquote black community, but it goes deeper than that. Because
Again, from what I understand about the term, I don't think it's applied to quote-unquote all black folks.
The term? See, this is why I have all lives fatigue. If you'll indulge me for just a moment. Here's why I understand reading is not the most fundamental strong suit about anybody. The phrase black fatigue essentially was about a motherfuckers tired of dealing with racism and how to fucking deal with it and combat it. But because reading is not the most fundamental trait between any of us, we didn't turn it into fuck black people. That's what we turned it into. And motherfuckers will be like, no, what it mean fuck black people. You gonna explain that you sick of this, sick of that, sick of this. It mean fuck black people. I can't get behind that. Cause how I'm gonna get behind that and not mention these fucking white kids who shoot up schools? But what sexuality are they? Bitch, they white! What it was, I think the last 2 school shootings that y'all cared about, cause there have been more of those, they was white kids. And motherfuckers was like, wait a minute, what's their sexuality? What's their political leaning? Dick! See, when there's a white kid, they're trans, but when they black, it's another statistic.
Because there are several videos of black folks just like this that are really inconvenient.
because we are in 2025 now, and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not.
No, bitches. You can judge that color of that skin too. Oh, no. We not gonna do that. No. That motherfucker still judging off that color. That color mean more than that character.
Not the color of our skin.
Uh-oh.
But the interesting part is the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect a conventional black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act black. And the people in your ethnic group who fulfill those very negative stereotypes, those are the ones who are going to essentially drag down the collective whole. And that's why there's individuals who are black who do and can have black fatigue, because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention.
I agree with that. You don't see a lot of, like, King Randall, for example, is somebody that spends a lot of time with black youth trying to, make things better, teach them life skills. That doesn't get on the front page the same way that this stuff does.
Because social media promotes negativity, motherfucker. Like, what? What positive fucking movie reviews have you seen in like the past year? Next to none. It's a rarity. And they get views out the wazoo. Now let a motherfucker say Disney is woke. Shit, we making bank. But brothers, Just because you got a motherfucker being positive, ain't gonna stop him. Don't try to lump in a motherfucker that's positive, trying to uplift his youth against you motherfuckers, and say, oh, it's not all bad.
That then unfortunately gets ascribed to the entire race all too often. But what's unfortunate
By the way, they do this with all colors, not just black. White people.
I have white people fatigue.
Well, you know, there's always like, oh, that's a white person thing, or oh, Karens are white people thing, or this is an Indian person thing. This is just the way the world works. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it. It's just the facts.
is here in 2025. Now we have to continue.
Hold on. Let me hear that again.
Or this is an Indian person thing. This is just the way the world works. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it. It's just the facts.
But a minute ago, you was talking about the content of character, not the color of skin. But you talking about how it's an Indian person thing, it's a white woman Karen thing. Interesting.
Is here in 2025. Now we have to contend with the fact that there's people who are so sick and tired of seeing those negative aspects, those negative individuals in the black community attracting all this attention. That's what is spurring this black fatigue. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. And until we turn inward and address the issues in our own communities, I fear that this is only going to continue and get worse. And that's exactly what the powers that be want. They want to have us against each other instead of us against those who are really pulling the strings in the background.
Think it's just this guy?
So who's pulling the strings in the background? The Jews. It's always those fucking Jews. It's always the fucking Jews.
This guy just being an Uncle Tom, as many as how about this video? I didn't have to search for it. I mean, there are hundreds of these videos.
Let's talk. This is the first time I'm hearing this phrase on TikTok, but I could use context clues and understand what it is. So, funny story, I'm scrolling on TikTok, minding my own business, just getting lost in the videos, and a white woman pops up in my algorithm and it's titled Black Fatigue. And I'm like, this should be interesting. Now, this is a creator that I've really grown to respect their videos. Basically, in her video, she's calling out the black community for different...
Black fatigue sounds slightly narcissistic. It is a co-opt fucking phrase to create a conversation about how much you don't like black culture or what's going on in black culture or the negative aspects, which is something that motherfuckers talked about before y'all tried to coin it as a fucking phrase. The problem is that it got co-opted by a bunch of people who already didn't like black people. Because you got videos of motherfuckers just saying, yeah, I got black fatigue off of some shit that ain't got nothing to do. Like nothing to do with it. Like zero to do with it. There's nothing to admonish a motherfucking criminal as black. But for some reason, there's this drastic performance that has to go on from some people. Those are the motherfuckers who are trying to appease another group of people. Me, I could just look at a motherfucker and just be like, yeah, you dumb for that. Point blank. Period. End of the sentence. But when a motherfucker start talking about, I got black fatigue, look at the crime statistics, I immediately check out. Cause where the fuck is my white fatigue when you motherfuckers, when you white women are fucking these kids? Like, where the fuck is my white fatigue? I just need it. I need that fatigue. I gotta get that fatigue going.
Ignorant things that we do. And it's not just her. I've seen a lot of white people on this app kind of...
Another thing. Who the fuck is this we you speak of? Who is this? Who is this we? Ain't no we in this motherfucker. Maybe you, cause you sitting in your fucking car with a discount Stanley Cup. Ain't no we, nigga. You out your fucking framework.
Come out. It's almost like raise your hand if
we ain't part of this shit. I ain't included with you niggas.
you've been personally victimized by Regina George type of videos.
I don't know who that is.
And that's what they're doing toward black people.
The nigga don't know who Regina. Why am I watching this? I have human race fatigue. No, you have all lives fatigue. I'm gonna make that fucking shirt. I'm gonna make that fucking shirt, bro. I'm gonna make that all lives fatigue shirt. I swear to God. I'm gonna make that all lives fatigue shirt. Dominate the charts.
Here's the thing.
Dominate the sales.
The videos that I've personally seen is not racism. It's accountability. It's one of those to where they are tired. They are fed up to where they have opened their camera and they start confessing the things that agitate them about the black community. And because we have gotten to that point, you know who I blame? The black community.
Oops.
I mean, for one, the actions that they're mentioning is clearly from the black community. Black people in the comment sections are just like, this is racism, this is this, and this is this. I blame y'all. This is what happens when the black community cry wolf or cry racism in instances that's not racism, to where now we have a hard time knowing the difference.
All lives fatigue matter. See, you ruining my joke. See, matter of fact, flag on the play. presumable white woman just ruined my fucking joke. Nah, I'm not doing it. Never mind. I thought I could do something funny, but when motherfuckers try to start co-opting my shit. When motherfuckers start co-opting my shit, make my shit unfunny, now I don't want to do it no more.
Difference between what is actually racism and what is actually accountability.
Ain't no fucking body said all lives fatigue matter. It's all lives fatigue. That's why the fucking, what it is, the education system is being eradicated because motherfuckers don't know how to sentence structure. Fuck happened to my country. I know what happened. We got dumber. That's what the fuck it is.
We've allowed this to happen because we do not like being held accountable for.
Obviously, I'm not black, so I can't say, hey, you know, this is what black people feel about that, but it certainly seems to make some sense.
Some of the ignorance, some of the degeneracy, some of the just plain right foolishness that comes out of our community, we refuse to address it. And when we have people who address it, they are called coons. They are called like judgmental. And so now you have white people entering the chat and said, you know what, we're tired of it. We're tired of being called racist for holding y'all accountable to the ignorant things that's happening.
See, I would align with this, but the problem is you got motherfuckers who are drastically racist, and they're wanting their cake and eating it too. How do I know this? Every single motherfucker who's like going above and beyond to just start spewing hatred about black people, their videos are deleted, not by TikTok, but by them. It's the social pressure. You allow motherfuckers on the internet to influence how you view people, you already had a negative outlook, buddy. I've never once deleted a video because motherfuckers disagreed with it. You kiss my frontal lobe. I stand on the shit I say because I could 10 times out of 10 back it the fuck up. It's a lot of you motherfuckers that gotta hop, skip, and jump to explain your fucking self. Niggas ignorant, for sure. But we not about to sit here and have this conversation half-assed and act like niggas ain't co-opting this shit to just be racist. Because unfortunately, y'all live in a world where y'all think only one thing could be true, when in reality, multiple things could be true. But y'all don't want to admit the other thing. Y'all just want to focus on the one that you want. And that's a problem. That's a problem. That's why all lives fatigue me. Every day I wake up, it's some spin. It's some fucking reason why I should just continue to prove my point that, you know, I'm better off in the mountains. But nobody wants to listen to me. I've been called a coon for this shit. And did I delete a video? No, because I ended up being right. Just like they got ignorant black people, they got ignorant white people. They got ignorant Indians. They got So look, I'm going to say this. Don't tell me nothing. How in the hell did we go from shipping out all the Mexicans to letting in a bunch of white Africans? It's the thuggish rugged. No! Oh. There will be no, I'm only fatigued by one race around here. I'm fatigued by all of y'all. Watch this. If you don't have the right amount of seasoning in your fucking pantry, I'm fatigued by you. Your entire existence, I believe, is an embarrassment and an affront to human society. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Division. That's really it. This black fatigue thing is the greatest ploy of division, and it's working. It's working in like such a successful manner to the point where I just want to try to divide motherfuckers by anything. This country is a joke. Yep. But it's been a joke. Let's not act like it suddenly became one. It was always. It was always. Like, that's not new. It's just new to anybody that ain't look around. But if you look around, you'll find something to be embarrassed by this country.
I mean, how about this guy? These are like in the last day.
Fatigue. It's all.
So look, I'm sorry. I thought the gimmick was you supposed to show me black people. Hello? Like, speaking of which, let me just take a moment because I haven't done it. I would like to be the first online figure to officially welcome the gingers to the black community. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck this joke up. This is like the one joke that I have loved. Do not fuck this up. Do not fuck the joke up. I'm already seeing people make the attempt to fuck the joke up. How come they're allowed in, but I'm mixed race and I'm not allowed? See, that's fucking the joke up. Flag on the play. Not taking the joke. I've been cackling at all the gingers just having fun with this shit, bro. And I've gotten mad at the people who are trying to think piece the fuck out this shit. And I'm just like, man. And you know what's crazy? I say don't fuck it up. Knowing full well I saw a video of a ginger sitting in the fucking car. It's like, oh, I'm black now? I'm going to get some milk real fast. Immediately blew the fucking joke, bro. I was devastated. Bro. Everybody was having fun with the joke. Then here come one motherfucker, unfunny, malnourished. And that's why y'all discriminated against and nobody fucking cared. And what was the other one? As soon as I see that, I fucking see a TikTok live of motherfuckers. How the fuck did y'all allow this, but have such a disdain for light-skinned mixed race? I'm like, man, no, now I gotta get this shit out of my algorithm. But then I saw like a gingered man talking to his non-gingered wife, and his wife called him a ginger, and he was like, you better watch how you use that hard R. It's like, see, now we back. Now it's funny again. Now it's fun. Now I'm back on the funny side of it all, and I was happy. I was happy to be on the fun side of the conversation.
All over my FYP page.
Right.
Thank you. I am so happy that this is being brought up. And by the way, for us white people that have been around the block a long time, this isn't new to us. We've been dealing with this for over 40 years.
For 40 years? What were you dealing with 40 years ago? What was going on 40 fucking years ago, man? What, 40 years ago, my guy? God.
Here's my story. This is about 2015. I'm at Put in Bay. Put in Bay's on South Bass Island in Lake Erie. There's a bunch of bars out there. It's a great place for adults to go play. Think of Pat Daly.
Adults to go play? He a member. No grown ass fucking adult. No, you a member. You one of them ones.
South Bass Island in Lake Erie. There's a bunch of bars out there. It's a great place for adults to go play. Think of Pat Daly, Mad Dog.
I ain't gonna lie. If I hear a grown ass adult say, I want to go play, I'm calling the police. I don't give a fuck. You a grown ass adult, you saying, I want to go play? Yeah, you gonna go play, all right. Calm your freaky ass down.
If you don't know those guys, think of Jimmy Buffett. I'm sitting on a bench on Delaware waiting for my wife, who's in a shop shopping. And at the time, the traffic is two ways. And I think I witnessed why it is no longer two ways. It's a Saturday afternoon. The island is packed. The traffic is bumper to bumper. These two guys going in opposite directions decide to stop and have a chat. Not for a couple seconds, not for a couple minutes, but I think it was around 10 minutes before people started to threaten them.
Yeah.
But around the 5-minute mark, I'm just sitting there with my arms folded.
I assume these two individuals are black, just based on what's going on here.
Just shaking my head.
So a traffic jam? Motherfuckers got black fatigue over a traffic jam. See, this is what I'm talking about. See.
I hear this voice. This is what's holding us back. This is why we're hated. And I turned around to see who had said it, and it was a black couple about my age. And then he looked directly at me and said, 30 years ago, I'd go down there, grab those idiots by their dreadlocks, and teach them a lesson their fathers never did.
It's the thuggish, ruggish bone. What? 30, 40 years ago, you would have assaulted two people? Yeah. And why am I supposed to not say I got all lives fatigue? Like, what the fuck? It's the thuggish, ruggish bone.
And I looked at him and went, 30 years ago, I'd have been right there with you. I am.
It's the thuggish, ruggish bone. Hold on, I got something just for shit like this. I got something just for shit like this. $30, $40 years ago, you would have been like that? Hold on. $30 to $40 years ago, bro. This is what you would have been doing 30 to 40 fucking years ago. Really? This is the fuck we doing? Where's the decorum? Where's the decency? The fact that I'm using God of War music for this shit gotta be some criminal activity. I just besmirched the entire legacy of God of War. Wow, I thought this was the song from the Robots movie. What? I feel like I know which song, but part of me has to wonder which song. Because there is a song that I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. Was it the Underground song where they was like showing the operation of like the evil robots? Which is probably one of the best evil songs of like any cartoon movie.
Hated this type of behavior my entire life. I've never gotten it. How self-centered do you have to be to have no respect for any other human being? It's all about you. These are the people I've spent my life avoiding. But I never thought about it from the black community side. And I gotta say, it sucks a lot more.
So what propelled you to think about it for the black community side? Because I have no recollection of you saying that these are black people. You just said that they were people. I'm supposed to guesstimate? These could be two whites. These could be two whites for all I fucking know. Because white people got that fucking road rage BAD bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a common misconception when not only just with like regular folks out there, but when mainstream media reports on people, they think that like everybody in the black community stands in solidarity with this type of behavior. Sure, some of them do. Sure, some of them donated. Carmelo Anthony was like, yeah, you got one of them for us this time. I don't believe that that's the majority of the black community.
Just like the white said, yeah, call that kid. Yeah, call that kid. Here's money for calling that kid. We're taking back the white race by calling kids.
Now, they don't speak out about it. The thing is, neither do white people, because when white people do, they get called racist, and when black people do, they get called coons.
For you guys, and it does for us white people, because you're associated with it,
right?
There are a lot of whites that just put you all together, and it has slowed down the healing of this country. But seriously, 40 years ago, racism should have been over. Unfortunately, the Democratic Party has continued to fan the flames of racism to make money.
I gotta just ask the question: What the fuck AOC got to do with this? What AOC got to do? What the Democrats got to do with a arguably pointless conversation? The Democrats and the Confederacy both worked in tandem to keep some shit going. So I don't know why the fuck we just sit here and it's like, yeah, that one group.
Money and to get votes.
100% not wrong. How about this one?
Black fatigue is real. Everybody is tired of black people, but it's...
I'm not listening to this dude. Next video. Matter of fact, fuck that. I'm not listening to the quarter no more. I'm good. I was gonna entertain my own insanity, but you know what? I feel like taking care of my mental health today. I feel like taking care of my mental health would be a lucrative decision for me. But y'all want to talk about guns now? Our favorite subject, especially when a school shooting happens. And we turned it into, oh, what's the race of the fucking shooter? Because that's all we care about as a society. And again, all lives fatigue me. We always want to talk about the race of the shooter, but conveniently, when it's either black or white, the demographic that wanted to bitch about the other one the most magically stops talking if it's one of theirs. That FSU school shooting was probably the fastest I ever seen a fucking topic just go away. Fucking But hey, all lives fatigue me.
Senate Judiciary Committee. My name is Melissa Cardin.
I want y'all to understand, like, I'm just watching this for my own humanity and insanity because I just want to see. Now, we've done this before. And the last time we did it, it was funny because of who it was. Let's see if we strike gold again.
Live in Cranston, and I'm the executive director of the Rhode Island Coalition Against Gun Violence. I'd like to note that today, May 14th.
Would anybody like to take a guess of why I'm watching this?
It was 3 years ago today that the Buffalo mass shooting took place at the Tops supermarket. So 10 people who went out to the grocery store never came back because a white supremacist armed with a military-style weapon took their lives and their communities.
Is she talking about that fucking... Now look, y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want about y'all people, about you dirty whites. But that fucking Buffalo shooting was probably the greatest fucking indication of like a motherfucker who wanted black people dead. Buddy went into that store and put, and I mean this with all sincerity, but I recognize it's gonna come across as like so disrespectful. He put belt to ass on all them people. And in the one moment of his humanity, he's got a white man literally dead to rights. And this motherfucker just well, I ain't gonna say motherfucker because like he could have been killed. This dude yells as if it's his final moment. And this dude just said, "Oops, my bad. Sorry," and kept going. We are fried. You don't believe me? Nah, I gotta find it. I type like I'm at a fucking bank. I type like I'm about to tell you not getting approved for that fucking loan. Where is that fuck? I know that video still exists. Oh, found it. He did it on Twitch. Man, calm your freaky ass down. You was trying to get Amaranth to like you, motherfucker.
Sorry.
Like, come on. He got that man dead to rights. I'm saying this shit like I want him to shoot him. Man, let me stop. Let me calm your simple ass down. But that live stream don't exist no more, man. I mean, maybe a video of it do, but I know that shit not on Twitch no more. Bro, this is the most devastating display of, all right, ain't not a fucking soul could say, Buddy not trying to just hunt black people. Buddy laid absolute mayhem on these motherfuckers.
Sorry.
Like, he's yelling, he's screaming, because he think, much like me, that's his final moment. And Buddy just said, sorry. I'm sorry. Devastated. Devastated. You hear me? Devastated. This is old news. It is. But it's a topic of conversation. Where is it? It's a topic of conversation because somebody wanted to talk about gun laws in the area that they live in. Now, I wonder, oh, how do you recognize this woman? No? Oh, well.
Obviously traumatized.
Vanessa, welcome to the Senate Judiciary. Please state your name. And if you're testifying on behalf of a group, please state that relationship as well.
Is this on? Okay. Hi.
Hey, there's our girl. There's our girl. Would you know what's crazy? You know what I found out recently? Gothic watches my streams in secret. He fucking told me that, yesterday? Oh, it was the other day. One of them days of this week. I just be lurking in your streams. I'm like, the disrespect? You don't say hello? Rude. Rude. Now, I felt so offended. Huh? And I go to her chat and give the word of the Lord. Duh. How dare you not say hello? Oh. Racism, anti-blackness, all that good shit.
My name is Vanessa, and I'm just going to jump right into it. Let me start by asking a rhetorical question. Do Black lives really matter, or is...
Oh my God, what are you reading? We had to write a script. You had to write a script for this? And why the fuck, wait, didn't they announce that you was in a group? You in a group with that shirt on. That's your second time, calm your freaky ass down. That's your second time wearing that damn group shirt. What group is this? Is this the KKK?
Is this just a trendy slogan? Before writing this testimony, I took the liberty of researching some of the people supporting this bill, and unsurprisingly, many of them proudly label themselves as allies of the Black community.
Wait, whoa. You can't say you did research on all these people. First of all, stalker. Second of all, you can't say you did research on people and then say, I assume that they support the Black community. You need like a definitive stance. Damn it, Gothic!
Liberty of researching some of the people supporting this bill, and unsurprisingly, many of them proudly label themselves as allies to the Black community and are committed to protecting and
Just a random question for one person in the chat, if you're still here. K-Jax on YouTube, do you support the Black community?
amplifying marginalized voices, and yet here I am, a Black resident of the state, feeling neither protected nor heard. Now, before I continue, I must confess that I actually reject identity politics. I don't like being stuck.
Who cares? Who cares? Do you support the bill? Do you support the bill?
Into an ideological box simply because of what I look like, and I certainly don't appreciate being reduced to a checkbox to fit some political narrative. However, I sometimes have to hide.
Oh, you can't say however after. Damn it, woman. Damn it. Damn it, woman. You can't.
Highlight my identity as a Black woman.
What the fuck was that? Was that me? Or was that you? Okay. Just break, damn it. Just break.
Chair Lamar.
Where the fuck did I stop? Okay. Oh, KJack said, of course. Oh yeah? Let me look at you. Let me get a look at your channel. Let me see what you do to help the Black community. Let me get a look. Let me get a look. Let me get a little look. Let me get a little fucking look. Oh, he plays? No, you don't. That's not his. Oh, these ain't even your videos. I was about to say, I thought this motherfucker was a violinist. I'm devastated. I just got blue ball.
My name is Vanessa, and I'm just going to jump right into it.
Let
me start by asking a rhetorical question. Do Black lives really matter, or is this just a trendy slogan? Before writing this testimony, I took the liberty of researching some of the people supporting this bill, and unsurprisingly, many of them proudly label themselves as allies.
Leon, have you seen Cancel Culture Freeze getting mad at the VTuber Kershish and the person going after her, Anna Valens, being a freaks trans chick who writes for Vice? It's a goofy situation. Also, hope you're having a good day. There's something uniquely wrong with you all, where y'all just like come in and say, hey, Leon, did you hear about the 9/11 terrorist attacks? Also, hope you're having a good day. Hey, Leon, did you hear about the cerebral Bell's palsy rapist going around attacking random women? Also, hope you're having a good day. Hey, Leon, did you hear about the guy who pissed on somebody's foot and also ate a baby in front of 4 people? Hope you all have a good day. Stop that! Stop doing that! But no, I only know one, well, technically 2 VTubers now, even though I haven't seen proof of Skelly being a VTuber. Matter of fact, let me just see something real fast. Let me just see something real fast. Let me just see something real fast. I went to Skelly's stream and all I saw is like somebody eating at a restaurant. I'm gonna follow Skelly just so that I could troll her at some point. The next time I don't know if you still hear Skelly, but the next time you go live, I am a menace to your stream. Just so you know. Just so you are fucking aware.
Allies of the black community and are committed to protecting and amplifying marginalized voices. And yet here I am, a black resident of the state, feeling neither protected nor heard. Now, before I continue, I must...
Who wants to listen to black people anyway? Pick up those pants, pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and get an education.
Confess that I actually reject identity politics. I don't like being stuffed into an ideological box simply because of what I look like. And I certainly don't appreciate being reduced to a checkbox to fit some political narrative.
After 30 years with a development with a lot of microaggressions, I love being black in the middle of a very red area near North Georgia. I've been to Georgia a few times in my life. I remember driving to, I don't think it was Atlanta. I think I was like I drove to the border of Georgia to go to a Walmart. Now you might think, oh, you must have went for something else. Nope. I went to Georgia to go to a Walmart. Why? Because that Walmart had something I wanted. And I went and got it. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. No, literally nothing else. If you thought I had like some secret thing, I don't. If you thought I had like some covert agenda, I didn't. I just went. And you know what? I enjoyed the drive. It was a fun drive. It was a fun, relaxing drive. What did you get? Something. I got a box of baked Cheetos because I couldn't get them like anywhere in my vicinity of where I was living. So I just went to Georgia to go get them. When I tell y'all I'm like a weird dude who does like just random shit, I mean it. Like y'all hear motherfuckers say, I'm a quirky guy. I'm just a chill guy. No, if my mind dictates it, I will fucking drive to a random fucking state to get something. Here's the sick part. I did it at 3:00 in the fucking morning and waited for that fucking Walmart to open at 6. I left at 3, got there at like 4:30 and just sat in the parking lot. And then drove back like it was nothing. Like I dead ass did it. That's dedication. I mean, fuck. You only live once. That's the motto to the YOLO. I missed 24-hour Walmarts. Everybody talk about, oh, I miss being a kid. I miss this. I miss that. I'm pissed off my parents didn't fuck earlier because I would have been born and maybe an adult around a fucking point in time. We would have had 24-hour Walmarts. I would be sitting in that bitch at 2:00 in the morning. Out of your mind. You should have live streamed it, and that's why you motherfuckers end up dead doing shit you shouldn't be fucking doing.
However, I sometimes have to highlight my identity as a black woman to expose the hypocrisy of those who frequently pander to people who look like me.
So you do love identity politics, but it's only when it could favor you. Also, it's been an hour, and somehow I haven't been bored. I need a game, but what game shall it be? Oh, it's Helldivers, because I'm at war with the Illuminate. I'm at war with the Illuminate. Oh, no. No, Chris, no. Chris, no. No, we may have an intermission, but I want to get through this first.
So again, how can anyone claim to support the black community while pushing a bill that would disproportionately harm us? Make it make sense. You see, I've lived in Pawtucket most of my life, and for those of us who actually live here and aren't insulated by gated communities or safe suburban neighborhoods, you would know the effects of crime and violence firsthand, and more specifically, you would know that criminals, by definition, do not follow laws. I find it incredibly telling that the same folks who proclaim Black Lives Matter are the same ones who are quick to use predominantly black neighborhoods as collateral damage for someone else's political agenda. And here I thought...
I'm just hearing more and more identity politics, bro. I'm just hearing identity politics. I'm gonna be crazy. It sounds like identity politics. You can't hang. You can't hang. We gentrifying your fucking neighborhood. Yo, let me stop. we coming to gentrify. I want them neighborhoods gone. Not gone. See, this is the reason why I need to be stopped. It's the thuggish, ruggish bone.
Rhode Island was against systemic racism. But what's more systemic than empowering...
I miss doing my grocery shopping at 3 a.m. Boy, I would be a crack addict if I fucking did my grocery shopping at 3 a.m. I would be on dope. Everything I stand for, I would be on fucking dope. You gotta be pinching me in the dick. I gotta level up my guns in order to, man.
The state to decide who gets to defend themselves. Historically speaking, that kind of control hasn't ended well. It's a tactic ripped straight out of the playbooks of some of the most brutal tyrants in history. Stalin, Mao, Hitler, Pol Pot. These men disarmed their citizens in pursuit of power, and millions of people lost their lives because of it. The only reason we haven't faced similar horrors in this country is because our founding fathers had the foresight to enshrine the Second Amendment, and it pains me to know that despite how much access to information we have, many would rather choose to ignore history and common sense in exchange for a false sense of security. And by the way, don't let the name fool you. The term assault weapon is designed to scare you into thinking this is just about big, scary weapons of war, but in reality, this ban would target literally thousands of commonly owned firearms that responsible citizens like myself have to use in high crime areas.
I'm scared of pistols. Oh my God. Super Earth, are you all right? Oh my God. The Illuminate. It's coming for Super Earth. Oh no.
And it's almost as if proponents of this bill believe that my community is either too naive or too stupid to read the fine print. So,
I mean... It's the thuggish, ruggish bone.
Let me assure you, we have read the bill and we see right through it. My friends, I don't care about empty slogans or performative activism. Bad ideas have consequences.
Because you can't support and fight bills when you don't know what's going on because you're all about identity politics. It's systemic. It's the most survival of the fittest. But only the fittest survive.
Regardless if these ideas are rooted in good intentions, and while many people sitting in this room may not feel the immediate sting of these consequences, this bill would still be gambling with the freedoms that countless Americans, past and present, have fought so hard to preserve. So, let me close by going back to my original question. Do Black Lives matter? Does our freedom matter? If the answer is yes, then start acting like it. Start by respecting our right to protect ourselves and our families. Start listening.
This just sounds like identity politics. You sound like you want to talk about your identity. Calm your freaking down. You sound like you just want to talk about your feelings in the black community. We don't have time to deal with you blacks. We want you all to be safe.
Who live in these communities and not those who parachute in for a photo shoot while pushing policies that they'll never have to live under. Because at the end of the day,
isn't it crazy how that rhetoric of people are just parachuting in for a photo shoot? Why is that the gimmick for the people who actually support this said bill? Which I don't know nothing about. All I'm assuming is it's a bill to restrict access to guns or take everybody's guns away. Why is it that? Why is it always that? Wouldn't it be a strong possibility? Just hit me out for a second. Could it be a strong possibility that those people also live in those areas and also want to be safe and also want to be secure? Now, the way they go about it could be drastically fucking stupid. Let's not sit here and play this game. But we can't just automatically assume just because they differ from your way of thought that they're just there for a photo shoot, because it seems like both you and the woman next to you really love putting on shirts for whatever cause you hang around. You know, that's fine, but a spade got to get called a spade at some point. So what's in the bill that's stopping them from protecting themselves? I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. Because I don't live in Rhode Island. I don't think I could ever live in a place like Rhode Island without masking my fucking disdain for like every Family Guy quote I could think of. And I do mean every. Because I would think of every Family Guy quote. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie. It would just be a thing that occurs. Because I'm just that type of guy. Just that type of dude. I love the sensation.
No amount of virtue signaling will ever be a substitute for real safety and real freedom, and I refuse to sit quietly while lawmakers trade both in exchange for political wins. So no, I do not support this bill, and if you truly believe that Black Lives Matter, then neither should you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vanessa.
I'm drunk. What the fuck? Prime Video. Oh, it's the fucking documentary. God damn it. We still doing this? I thought the documentary came out and was a success. I'm still not going to get over the fact that I was verbally accosted for correctly criticizing the marketing of that documentary. I stand firm in my criticisms, even with the greater understanding and perspective. That's not an innuendo to any other thing that we're going to watch. I still hold firm that the promotion of this documentary was not good. I wonder how much Walmart's profits went up after they started grocery delivery. Well, fuck. They got something out of me. I know that. They got some shit out of me. Faux show. Faux show. They got shit out of me. Faux show. I'm about to die because of all this shit going on over here. I'm devastated.
I just feel like
I don't want to watch the rest of this. Y'all want to fucking do an intervention? Not an intervention. Man, fuck it. I'm not doing no intermission. I want to know about this lawsuit, Noah. Noah, tell me about your lawsuit, buddy.
And with a lawsuit, at least, I haven't actually... Hey everyone, it's me, Noah, long time no see. Today I'm going to talk about being sued, or being threatened with a lawsuit, at least. I haven't actually been sued yet. Ethan Klein and Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers have said that they plan on suing me for defamation. They're doing this in response to a video I posted in March called The YouTubers Who Backed a Genocide. I brought up these legal threats in another video of mine, but they decided to escalate things by paying a lawyer to write a cease and desist, which they sent to me in late March, and in it they ordered me to retract my video within 3 weeks or get my little ass sued. Ethan Klein went on to read the cease and desist on his live stream and repeat this threat over and over again on subsequent episodes.
He started his second video by saying, Ethan's threatened to sue me. It's not a threat. I'm going to sue you.
Oh.
Wait. I'm literally going to sue you for defamation.
Uh-oh.
Noah said in his second video, Ethan's threatening to sue me. Have fun with that, I guess. He said, well, I'm about to have fun with it, and unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be having much fun with it.
He didn't respond to my video by his own admission. He just read what his lawyer wrote for him and then said that his full response would happen in court.
I know he wants me to respond to every point in his video, which I will do in a much more formal setting.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
And
it sounds very gay. Not even gonna lie to you. Like, what was the gimmick? Refresh my memory. Somebody who doesn't have a job and you pay attention to this shit. What was the gimmick here? That one made a take about genocide and the other one said, I don't like that. And the other one was like, you support genocide. And the other one was like, calm your freak ass down. Was that it? Was that my core understanding? I don't necessarily know, because you know, that shit I couldn't possibly keep up with in like any real. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my! Oh, there's another one. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is war.
I can't wait for you. You know, you can do your cute little videos and all that kinds of business on your YouTube channel, but when it comes to you know, I'd love to see you reason out in a court document about how I and Mutahar support genocide. I really look forward to that.
Despite all of the threats from these guys, as I said at the outset, I haven't been sued yet. It's been over 3 weeks since the retraction deadline, and as you may see on my channel, the video is still up. Here's...
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Ballsy move. Ballsy move. Hey, but if he still ain't been sued, that's a ballsy interpretation.
There's a clip of the last time Ethan even mentioned it, which was over 2 weeks ago.
Noah Sampson, he has missed his deadline. Actually, Mudahar is in the chat. What did he say? Did you see that Noah's apparently moving out? Yeah, he's sorry, no video, been moving, etc. Video coming soon. It's amazing how nobody wants to respond to me. Everybody goes cold feet. If you're going to level an attack against me, the least you could do is respond.
God, I love this, man. Why won't you play with me? Why does no one want to play with me? Come on. Ever since the retraction deadline passed, the ball has been in Ethan's court. Not responding to a cease and desist is a response on its own, right? According to these people, I'm still actively defaming them because my video is still public, so it's on them to do something about it. But again, aside from some beautiful bills, my mailbox remains empty. If you're wondering where I've been, there's a few reasons I haven't really been able to post much. I've had some personal things going on. I recently moved. I also got doxxed by a certain community of fans of a certain podcast, which I'll talk about in another video. But one of the
doxing is wrong. Don't care who you're a fan of. Don't care what these motherfuckers say. You dox somebody, you immediately lose my sympathy. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck.
things that I've been dealing with is preparing for the possibility of being sued. This is all new to me. I've never been sued and I've never sued anybody. So I had to spend some time and money learning about defamation law and talking to lawyers and free speech organizations. One thing I was definitely advised was to not post for a little while because, you know, anything said online would very likely be used against me in a potential lawsuit. Now, it is possible that these people might still sue me because rich people can do whatever they want, whenever they want, including sue whoever they want at any time for any reason. But it's worth noting that Ethan has also been a bit preoccupied in recent weeks, going beast mode in some live debates in front of hundreds of thousands of people.
What? You don't know what I'm talking about?
What is?
What? Yeah, it was on the list. You're lying.
Yeah. I got a free Rolex hat from a friend of mine. I still wear it every now and then.
Yeah, and you're
I'm so glad that I'm not fucking. I'm so glad that my life is not that bad that I actually went to this and thought, oh my God, this is gonna be a good debate. I'm so glad. Like, I'm so glad my life hasn't fallen off that bad. I think it was Moral randomly in the day was like, you watched that H3 debate? I'm like, nope. Was it fun for you? Did you
in Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
Did you hear about the Illuminati blew up? Yes! I just died because of you! Appreciate the 10, but fuck! Over 1 billion people are dead and the super Earth is under attack. Yes! That's why we're fucking here, bro. That's why we fucking deployed. That's why we fucking deployed to help the fucking super, dude. Somebody's gotta fucking help Super Earth, bro. I guess it gotta be me.
Oh, wow. Who knew? All right, listen, it's 5 o'clock. Like I said, I have a family to go to. I have 3 kids and a wife, and I know that you have a...
My fucking thing is, like, I'm so... what was I saying before that super chat and me dying because of that super chat? Oh. Fuck. I lost all my train of thought. Fuck, man. Oh. Moral fucking text me, man, did you watch it? I'm like, no. Did you enjoy it? She said no, it was boring. I'm like, oh, well, the target audience ain't fuck with this shit. I think, if I remember correctly, I think she said Ethan lost, which I don't know. I can't verify, and I'm not going to verify it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you with so much certainty, I don't really give a fuck. Because why don't I give a fuck? Because I struggle to understand in a conversation about genocide and dead Palestinian kids, why the fuck would I want to listen to 2 motherfuckers, one of which I barely know, and the other one condone the rape of rich women? Sorry, not women, rich girls. Like, neither one of these individuals are somebody that I'm going to go to for information.
Fucking cool-ass race car bed to sleep in, and I hope you enjoy that.
Okay, man. Thank you. Have a good one.
And dealing with another very real defamation lawsuit that he's currently losing to a former billionaire, which is a thing that's actually happening right now. He could be on the hook for a lot of money, which is crazy. So maybe he's just busy and going to get around to it eventually. Personally, though, I don't think they're going to follow through with these threats for a few reasons, but the biggest one is just that they
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
You are not real for that, but I do appreciate the super chat. You sick, twisted individual.
Case. I think it's pretty clear that this cease and desist was sent to me with one goal, which was intimidation. It was an attempt to silence my criticism of these creators' genocide, apologia, and participation in baseless smear campaigns against pro-Palestine creators and movements.
All he has to do to avoid getting sued is apologize for everything he said and did, admit he was either lying or ignorant, and erase the video. And also just disgrace, and just accept the disgrace that is basically lying about two people being pro-genocide, which is one of the most twisted, fucked up things you can accuse someone of.
This sort of thing often works because most people just don't have the resources to deal with a lawsuit. In my case, I don't have the resources either, but what I do have is you, an audience of people that have been very vocally supportive of the potential for contributing to a legal fund. I'll be honest though, I would prefer it if they didn't sue me. Not because I think they have a case, nor because I don't think we can raise the money. It's just that I don't feel comfortable fundraising for legal fees right now, given the many better places that money could go, like aid for the people being subjected to this ongoing genocide. Seeing as they...
For the first time, and really for the first time at any point of me knowing about Noah, did he have a semi-decent fucking take? Wouldn't it be way better to just worry about the fucking real issues going on instead of what I would describe as pointless YouTube beef? Because that's what it is. At the beginning and end of the day, that's all it is. Random YouTube beef perpetuated by individuals who either have the strongest or the weakest knowledge around a subject matter that they all claim to be the experts on.
They haven't sued me yet.
The phrase "I don't know" means so much to a lot of people, and I truly do wish that more people employed it in more facets of their imagination.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what this video is for. It's a fundraising video. I started a fundraiser for UNRWA, the United Nations Relief and Works Agency. The donation link is in the description. I'll also be hosting a fundraising live stream with some special guests and some gaming and hanging out and other things.
Didn't Hassan get detained by ICE? So look, with a straight face, I'm gonna say this with all transparency. If you are one of the people that's been running around for like the past 7 years saying there's political persecution against conservatives, or there's political persecution against people who are Christians who believe in God, and you are cheering on Hassan getting detained by ICE, I don't ever want to hear you speak again. Because what you claimed happened to you or somebody you know actually happened to him. Now, I don't like Hassan worth a fuck, but that man not being a fan of Trump, not a reason to be detained. That horrendous fucking interview, not a reason to be detained. His take about rape, not a reason to be detained. And that sets a very scary precedent for the future, which is some shit a lot of people tend to ignore. Why? Because they, for some reason, loudly want to fixate on their political opponents and the downfall of their political opponents. Why? Because that's fun for some people.
Of the sort, which will start on Saturday, May 17th at 2 p.m. Pacific time and probably go for a few days. I don't usually stream, but I'm thinking of playing some games, maybe set up an air mattress and do a sleeping stream. I've seen that before. It looks fun. I've set the goal at...
Listen. You gotta be a dedicated motherfucker to watch. You gotta be a dedicated soul to watch somebody sleep. And you not cuddling them, like touching their toes or nothing. You just in it for the vibe and the vibe alone, bro. Like you dedicated to that. You dedicated to that, and I fucking died, bro. Like
at $200,000 because that's what I was actually quoted as being a safe amount to fundraise in order to be able to afford a potential prolonged legal battle against Ethan and Mutahar, which is crazy, right? That's a lot of money, but I was also thinking we could show them that that's a figure we can achieve if we need to, and instead of it going to a lawyer for some bullshit YouTuber lawsuit, it would go to Gaza. If these guys actually do decide to sue me though, in terms of the actual lawsuit, again, I'm not too worried. I told the truth and said what I believed, and I'm prepared to defend it in court should it make it that far. If that does happen, I'll just do another fundraiser, I guess, and then we can donate whatever we don't use once the case gets dropped. It could be a little or it could be a lot. That all depends on how long these guys want to drag this out. I want to talk a bit more about the case, the cease and desist, and a few other things, but first we need to do a sponsor break. I gotta do
dick. I just realized I was watching this without 2x speed. My bad.
Calling somebody a supporter of a genocide is a very different thing than saying somebody's career is cooked or saying that somebody fell off or making a video about an internet drama. One of them is a real legitimate thing where people are bad. And the fact is that this is totally different than just a drama slop thing. This is completely different.
For someone to be found liable for defamation, there's a few bars that need to be reached. First, the plaintiff must establish that the allegedly defamatory claim is a statement of fact. Next, that statement of fact must be provably false. It also must have caused demonstrable damages to the plaintiff's finances or reputation. And lastly, the statement has to have been made with actual malice. Actual malice is a legal standard. It's the highest legal standard for defamation claims, and it's only applied to public figures. Basically, it means that the defamatory statements have to be proven to have been made with the existing knowledge that these statements were false. Now, the first hurdle of Ethan and Mutahar's lawsuit threat is establishing that claim 1, that they backed the genocide, evidenced by my video's title and thumbnail, is a provably false statement of fact. They immediately fail here, though, because it's not a statement of fact, it's an opinion. It's the conclusion of the arguments and evidence I presented in my video. In defamation cases, when distinguishing between opinion and fact, the broader context of where the statements were made must be considered. In the cease and desist, the lawyer they paid to write it for them chose to ignore this broader context, opting instead to single out one word in the video's title, the word backed, characterize that word using one definition from a single source, and then argue that that word, solely using the definition they've interpreted it to mean, is a statement of fact, and also a false one. And not only that, but this falsehood is one that I lied about maliciously. When evaluating defamation claims, headlines are not typically treated as statements of fact when the articles themselves explain how this conclusion was reached. That's what my video was for. It was an hour long. I know for a fact that Ethan accused me of defaming him before he'd even watched it, based on the title and the thumbnail alone. If I had to guess, I would say that the decision to threaten a lawsuit came from this knee-jerk reaction to my video's title and thumbnail, and that knee-jerk reaction was never re-examined because it didn't need to be. Ethan has money and time, and no one in his life that is willing to challenge him on something like this, especially not his lawyer, who he is paying. So whatever he thinks and says is truth. So how do they go about trying to prove this claim of defamation? Well, it's pretty interesting. They actually go with the no, I didn't defense. They essentially claim, we couldn't have possibly supported the genocide because elsewhere we have said that we don't. We said that genocide is bad, so we are exempt from any criticism for any other things we may have said that do actually support a genocide. For this point, one of the
I might be striking the iron while it's hot. But work with me just a little bit. We suing motherfuckers for opinions, and we making videos. So just give me a second. He just said that his video wasn't fact, it was opinion, correct? He just said that. And the title of his video is The YouTubers Who Backed a Genocide, which, to me, I'm not a lawyer. I can accept being wrong about this, and I could go about my day after the fact. To me, that sounds like somebody who's going to pull up more facts than they would opinion. Which, in the grandest of scheme, cool. You're going to prove that they backed a genocide, and if you did that in succession, great. If you just spent your time mischaracterizing what they said and bringing up how just because they did this or said this, that means they support killing a bunch of people. Sounds like you could be fucked. Sounds like you might be fubbernuck.
Quotes that they cite is Mutahar saying, "I'm not afraid to say that genocide is wrong." Wow, how brave of you.
Didn't people mail skulls to Ethan Klein? All because he didn't agree with Hassan? See, I still don't get that. But again, well, not again, because I didn't say this. That has nothing to do with this. I wouldn't for the life of me understand why Ethan, in a court case about this, be like, people sent skulls to my house. Because my first question would be, what the fuck that got to do with this?
Muhtahar. Aside from that being just false, Muhtahar stayed silent on Gaza throughout the entirety of the genocide until it was time to join his friends on a Hassan Bad smear campaign. If that's not fear, I don't know what you'd call it other than, I guess, cowardice. But even if it were true, it wouldn't matter. Pointing to examples of lip service doesn't just cancel out other things you've said. Like if someone says that they killed someone and then later says that they didn't, it's not defamation to talk about the first statement without quoting the latter. I didn't think that defense would end up being used by an act.
I think it's a bad time to use that comparison, because didn't a guy who got lumped into a fucking court case just win for being labeled as somebody who caused another man to kill themselves? Like, didn't that just happen? Didn't that just occur? I feel like it's the wrong characterization to use. I feel like that's the wrong characterization.
Actual lawyer, but it did, and that's hilarious. Their lawyer's aware of that too, of how unserious this is, as evidenced by his total lack of citations for any case law in this section. This whole claim, the one that's supposed to be the most prominent one, is just blank, and that's because there is no legal precedent for the no, I didn't defense. They're just completely going off vibes. The rest of the cease and desist is just sort of funny to read. A lot of it is them saying, Your Honor, he clip champed me. Your Honor, he literally didn't even watch the video. They spent like 3 pages attempting to debunk a Bad Empanada video essay because I cited it, which is just sort of awesome. It's been said plenty of times already by Bad Empanada included, but you can't litigate a historical argument in civil court. That's not what civil court is for, and that's not what defamation is. There's one part in the letter where, in an attempt to evidence my malicious intent, their lawyer cites the disparity in the view counts of my videos, accusing me of the legal violation of clout farming. This statement demonstrates that you intended to not just have third parties spread defamatory statements about Ethan, but profit from those defamatory statements. You proved this point yourself when your video entitled Manufacturing Consent for Genocide failed to receive many views, particularly in comparison to the first defamatory video. You made the second defamatory video to further profit from your defamatory statements about Ethan. Your Honor, Noah fell off and tried to climb back to relevance by putting my client's name in his mouth. I encourage people to make videos about Ethan because I think the things he's saying are harmful. I think he's spreading pro-Israel propaganda talking points during Israel's active genocide of the Palestinian people in Gaza. And so far, that's been happening. People are making videos and more people are being exposed to the arguments against these ideas that I think are harmful. Their assumption here, though, that these videos could only have been made for nefarious, self-interested aims, that's just pure projection, I think. For these guys, everything is about views and internet fame. You know, everyone is cynical and self-interested, and no one actually believes the things that they say insofar as those beliefs are able to get eyes on their content. There's no way you could be criticizing someone based on any sort of genuine political motive. No, you must just be wanting to jump in on the dog pile, to cash in and grow an audience of snarkers that are there not because they're against genocidal propaganda, but simply because they don't like you. For no reason, even when you're being a perfect little angel.
They literally put fucking command centers under hospitals. There was more Jews displaced than Palestinians during the Nakba. 900,000 Jews were forced choice, but because they were forced out, the vast majority of them went to fucking Arabs.
Maybe it's just because they're anti-Semitic. That's probably it. They're probably all anti-Semitic. Anyone that doesn't like me is anti-Semitic. Ethan, through his lawyer, ascribes all of that to me because that's who he is. But, you know, not everyone is like that. Some people just don't like it when you use genocidal talking points because they don't like genocide. And for them, that's a good enough reason on its own to make a YouTube video. What I also like about this one is that, you know, to argue that I'm self-interested, they cite a video I made knowing full well that it would get shadow banned and demonetized, which it did. If I just wanted views and money, I would not have made that video. To be frank, the reason I made that video was on a pretty simple, basic principle, which is being against genocide. And that principle manifests itself in me wanting more people to know about how the media is normalizing this genocide. That's it.
That's wonderful, but if you have a sponsor in that fucking video, you lose that sympathy on me. He's like, oh man, I didn't want to do this, I didn't want to do that. But then motherfuckers make YouTube videos of doing exactly that. So it's like, yeah. I'm not about to watch another Noah video to find that out. I'm just hopefully take you at your word that you didn't fucking put an ad in it. I'm just gonna take you at your word, and maybe, just maybe, we could all be fine. It could be good, copacetic even. We could go about our merry way. Because if we don't start going about our merry way, everything gets bad, boogies. And when things get bad, they stop being funny. And when the world's not funny, it's Arkansas. And nobody likes Arkansas.
Same principle is why I made the videos about these guys. It just so happens that when YouTubers are in the thumbnail, more people click on the video. Ethan is aware of this phenomenon, obviously. He's used it for me and many others. It is unfortunate that more people care about what their favorite e-celebs have to say about each other than an active genocide, but that's the frame of reality we're working within on the internet. And I don't know, I think people are doing what they can to try to change that, or at least use it for positive goals. Like
No, they're not. A lot of people are using it for their own selfish gain. You and your ilk of people you hang around using it for what you would call positive as you spend time bitching about other people disastrously destroys the point. And I get the argument of, oh, well, we don't want them saying these things about this. The problem is you immediately turn it into a YouTuber drama fest the second you start saying, oh, I don't like the fact what this person said. So they said it, prove them wrong, move on to the next thing. The problem is a lot of you get into these snippy little back and forths because you don't have a leg to stand on in actual conversation. You don't have an understanding of what it means to actually hold conversation with people you disagree with. It's you're anti-Semitic, you're racist, you're a Jew, you're fatphobic, you hate trans people, all this extra shit that undermines whatever conversation was going on to bitch at each other. Which is fine. You could bitch at each other, but just do that. Let's stop pretending that we could turn this into a positive outlook on something when the world's still fucked up and we're all still dying.
Getting more people to learn about the genocide. And to an extent, for some people, this seemed to work. I got a lot of comments saying they hadn't heard about what's happening in Gaza or about how bad things actually were until that video was recommended to them. And for most people, the only reason it was recommended to them is because I framed it around what some guys on the internet think about it. That was what I'd hoped would happen. Believe me or don't, it doesn't matter. What matters is that factually, some people learned about the genocide and they wouldn't have learned about it if I hadn't used these creators as examples. And the same is true for creators like Bad Empanada or Overzealots or Chris Kunzler and more, and anyone else that wants to join in and use the algorithm for good. And they certainly wouldn't have learned.
Isn't like the big problem with at least one of these people, I think it's the Empanada person, is that they're like a serial doxer who does shit that, you know, any motherfucker with morals and morality wouldn't be behind. And like, isn't that the thing that people use to like stick it to anybody who makes these videos? Because as soon as you cite that person, it's a problem. Mind you, I have no idea who any of these people are. I wake up and exist on this plane to fucking live my life to the highest order. So keeping up with YouTubers as much as one would expect or want me to is an innate impossibility for me.
About the genocide from any of these creators themselves, because despite their claims to caring about it,
I've been a stalwart supporter of the Palestinian cause for many years.
None of them ever talk about it at all, aside from when they're, basically smearing its opponents and running cover for the country that's committing it.
They literally put fucking command centers under hospitals.
Outside of that, silence. As an aside, I think it's still open to debate as to whether or not this tactic is worth it. Like, is it worth the trade-off to get this information in front of more people when the...
No, it's not. It created a bigger headache for you and other people around you, and openly, like, on occasion, sometimes distracts from whatever the fuck you really wanted to talk about.
Conversation can so quickly turn from the issues and into creator drama. In this latest chapter, I don't think it was. Granted, I didn't really expect that these people would be petty enough or dumb enough to actually sue me or threaten to, but I probably should have, so that's on me. That debate, though, is open only to people that actually care about and talk about the genocide. Not you, or any of your freak show fan bases. As far as that first group of people goes, the people whose input I care about, they have been mostly you, or any of your freak show fan bases. As far as that first group of people goes, the people whose input I care about, they have been mostly supportive of these efforts. Do whatever you can to get the word out to as many people as possible. That's the feedback I've been getting, so that's what I've been trying to do. Again, that might not always be the case.
70s porn stars is distract. See, this is why we as a society are unserious people.
And that is subject to change. Aside from the cease and desist being, a joke, the other main reason I'm down to clown in court is because Ethan keeps proving my point over and over again. Like every day that passes and every time he opens his mouth on his show, he continually proves that my allegedly defamatory claim that he is backing a genocide is actually very correct. In the very stream he was supposed to be disproving the assertion that he supports genocide, he brought out the most explicit IDF talking points he'd used to date.
I feel like this is a force that's going to help end the war, not fucking keeping hostages and underground and like continuing to provoke Israel to attack them. And putting fucking like military complexes under hospitals. They literally put fucking command centers under hospitals.
The talking point he's using there that...
Oh my God. They've announced the Passion of the Christ too, and it's called the Resurrection of Christ. Oh my. We live in a society.
That Hamas builds command and control centers under hospitals has been Israel's primary justification for the systematic destruction of Gaza's healthcare infrastructure for over 19 months now. That talking point is a justification for one of the key elements of Israel's approach to genocide. It's genocidal propaganda. There's no other way to put it. He is sharing genocidal propaganda to millions of people. A few episodes later, Ethan and his wife Hila downplayed Israel's mass targeted assassinations of journalists by claiming that the IDF doesn't do that.
It's not like Israel. Look, it's not like Israel's going to do a precision strike on Hassan. They don't fucking. Yeah, but it is dangerous. It's a war zone. Like I agree, it's dangerous.
It's a war zone. I don't think you guys understand Israel. It doesn't work like that.
Yes, they do. They do that more than anyone ever. Actually, it's the last possible group of people on Earth that you could claim doesn't intentionally target journalists. This is just pure misinformation that is used to run cover for Israel as it commits a genocide, a major factor of which is limiting people's exposure to the atrocities they are committing. And
I think we got the gist. Wait, are you memeing? No, wait, that's real. Fuck, think I'm playing? Stupid motherfucker. Think I'm telling a joke around this motherfucker? Relive iconic moments from the mind. What the fuck? Relive iconic moments from the Minecraft movie when that is not the Minecraft. That is not the Minecraft movie. What in the fuck? What in the fuck? What in the fuck? What the fuck? Gran Turismo? What in the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Throw it off. Ain't even the word for me. That's not even the word for me. What is that? I don't know. That shit just threw me the fuck off. What was I supposed to look up? Oh. It's the Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Where is it? Yeah, it's called The Resurrection of Christ. We're in for something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And I'm disappointed. All right, Chris sent me something. Oh my God, it's 38 minutes. It's 38 minutes. Depending on how this goes. What the fuck is his name? What the fuck is his name? Innocent what? Oh, Innuendo Studios. Okay. Context. A YouTuber named Innuendo Studios made a video talking about how being a YouTuber bankrupted me. It's a 14-minute video where he talks about his struggles with YouTube. And if you notice, he uploads once in a blue fucking moon. He uploads once in a blue moon. He apparently doesn't put ads on his videos, or when he does, he sends all the money to like an organization, or a good portion of the money to an organization. And he was bankrupt. And look, you can say what you want. He got the money. Like, he started a GoFundMe and got the money. So it's like, no matter what anybody could say, he got the money. And so in my head, cool. But also in my head, fuck you. Because it's like, you did all of that to fucking just be bankrupt. And by the grace of God, your audience bailed you the fuck out. We're not watching this. We already watched this. But he got a lot of support. He got the GoFundMe is. He got it. Like, he got the money. He did it to himself and he got the money. So it's like, whatever any of us could say about this really don't matter as much. I do want to look at like new comments. So yeah, I absolutely cannot be trusted with money, but this is how society should work. Bro's gonna speed run back to death. I said death. Debt. You're too good at what you do. You've always needed. I will never not support you. Good luck, Ian. I wish I could have been able to help. Please know that you're worth. So it's like people supporting him. People laughed at him. It's like, so he wins. I think it was, what was the number? 80K in debt? Something like that. But yeah, but we now have someone giving their opinion on it. And depending on how strong my mental health is, I may just give up and play the Midnight Walk. And because I have no faith in my mental health, I'm just going to boot up the Midnight Walk right now. Just in case. I say, just in case. Because who knows? Who knows how this really all ends? I give you 2 minutes. That's a bold one. So, you know, if anybody, you know, wants to just migrate over to Twitch real fast, you'd be welcome to do so, because I have no faith in this.
Today is a sad day, and this is going to be a sad segment, full disclosure, as we're going to have to get very real, and we're going to have to talk about
How's the Midnight Walk? I fucking love it!
A bit of a reality of being a progressive content creator that doesn't...
You know what? You giving me 2 minutes? I haven't done it in a while. Let's bring back the strike system. That's strike one. Well, it's the unfortunate reality of being a progressive YouTuber.
Doesn't really get talked about much because complaining about your station and your reach as a creator online, especially on YouTube, is seen as very presumptuous, very...
No. You know what? I'm not gonna let it be strike two. Talking about your struggles on YouTube is not the problem. It's when you spend your time grandstanding at other people, flaunting your fucking whimsical attitude in front of these people. And then when shit hits the fan for you, you start pretending like, oh my God, I can't, no. I need to start playing Persona again. No, and it's their sad reality of me. No, because they got a bunch of people who talk about their struggles online. And they're seen as brave. Motherfuckers like you are seen as opportunistic fucking failures.
Very, ungrateful, demanding, insincere. Like, I could go on for like an hour listing the ways that people kind of feel and react to that discussion. But when it comes to the online left, I think...
Strike two. Bringing up the online left again.
Most people who are part of it watch content from creators that push progressive ideology. It's not as simple as just content to them, or to most of you guys, right? I think a lot of it is also the success of progressive content online.
Where'd you leave off on Persona? I think I left off on waiting to see if this motherfucker was going to like bite the bullet after we invaded his mob boss lair.
And in the same way that success for conservative content online more or less directly translates to influence and reach in changing people's politics. And so growing the online left and growing creators within the online left is the prerogative of the left as a whole, or it should.
This is not strike three. There's something in me that just wants to say fuck it and do this on the main channel. Who is this? I'm not telling you. Just know it's a bitch. I'm not telling you. Just know it's a bitch. Listen. I just want to get to 2 minutes. Well, we literally got 29 seconds left. You are not a guy who can talk about the future of the left. You threatened to kill a trans person. You are not a fucking hero. You are a villain. You are abhorrent. Like, you are not what the left should be, yet you are what the people on the right think the left are. Ugly looking, unhinged motherfuckers who want to see people who don't agree with them die. That is the fucking problem. See, I'm going about this in a calm manner.
Should be. And I've talked about this a lot. I talked about how...
I love how you took my 2 minutes as law. That's the law.
How, I really appreciate every bit of support you guys send my way, how much it means to me and how much it truly helps. And I've seen comments from people that kind of assume I'm rich or well off. More common back in the day, but less so now, but like still, it happens.
You made a claim that when Trump got elected, you started seeing less money come in. You tried to make like a cool passive joke about the people watching you giving money to other streamers. Fuck you, but I'm being nice about it.
From time to time. And I find that very interesting. I feel like there's a highly inflated perception of how stable the online left is as a viable community right now, especially ever since Trump won.